Hi and welcome to my channel. This is Lexsa Marie with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about different ways that you can boost your feminine energy and how you can become more feminine. My femininity has always been something that I've been growing and kind of struggling with, especially for being a very independent woman, very independent, person. I've always have been battling with exuding my feminine energy and, making sure that I still have that energy when it comes to still being independent. I grew up in a very, independent woman household, boss lady household, and I've been surrounded by women that have been very successful. However, they still manage to keep their feminine energy and their femininity, and that's something that I wanted to do as well. Growing up, I wasn't, the girl that would be considered a girly girl. I was more of a tomboy. I had that phase, and then I had my little middle school punk rock phase, and then as I got older I started to really hone in on the person that I felt I was becoming, which is how I am now. So today I'm just going to share a couple tips and things to work on if you're trying to build your feminine energy like myself. Again, these are just things that I want to work on, and if you consider this to be something you really want to do and to just grow yourself as a woman, I would definitely recommend doing these things that I'm gonna tell you. But before that, if you've been here more than once, more than twice, more than 3 times, just make sure that you subscribe and you don't forget, and make sure that you like, so other ladies like yourself can see how you can boost your feminine energy. Again, I know there's some controversy about women making feminine videos and why can't we be bosses, why can't we be independent. Again, I'm not saying I just want to be in the house, a housewife, stuff like that. I'm not saying that I want to do the stereotypical feminine things, but at the same time, like, I'm not trying to give off masculine energy and give off too strong energy. I want to still carry my own, be a boss, but do it in a dainty, more gracious way. So if you want to be like that too, just make sure that you keep watching this video. So I took notes on my phone, as some of you guys might know already. I love taking notes on my phone just so that I don't miss any points that I really want to hit. So for the first thing that you should do if you want to become more feminine is adjust your posture. So my mother and my grandmother were always on me like, why are you slouching? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Make sure you pretend as if there's a string holding you up to make sure that your body is, fully erect. And there's a lot of reasons that people say this. My reasoning for it and having good posture is to make sure that your body is complemented by how you are standing, because a lot of women will shrug over and bring their shoulders over, which can, either make you look heavier, make you look shorter, and give this energy of insecurity. But if you're holding yourself up, not where your boobs are out like this, but where you're just up, you're straight, it gives confidence. It gives, it makes you look taller, makes you look more thin. It helps overall. And again, good posture is just good for your body anyway. So I would say to make sure that you maintain good posture. And even when you're sitting down, not to lean back like this or to lean over like that, just to make sure that you're keeping your body as straight as possible. Tip number 2 is to choose better words. So instead of saying or like, make sure that you try to have pauses in your sentences and that you leave room so you can think about the right word to say. And another thing, you do not have to swear all the time. This is something that I wanted to start doing on my channel, because I really, besides being monetized and stuff like that, like, you're not supposed to swear. So something that I do here is that I bleep any words out, any words, any vulgar words. I try to find alternative words, but in my life, what I've been doing is to just you know, practice not swearing in public at least. You know, because I know some girls, it's always in the music, you just want to sing to it, blah, 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 this, that, you know, him this, him that. I understand, but, you know, it says more about you if you can find another word to express yourself. Instead of saying words that are easier to go to, you know, more vulgar, just try to make sure that you're looking for words that better express how you feel. Tip number 3 is to not always take the lead. So in my case, I did struggle with this for quite some time, even in relationships, friendships. When going through so much leadership training, you know, and things like that, I've been to conferences and workshops and all that stuff, you know, lead. You know, you're taught to be a leader. You're taught to lead the group. However, a lot of people think that means to take charge, and there's other ways you can lead without necessarily being, you know, the head of the group. So, you know, you don't always have to take charge of every situation, you know. Oh, the lighting is changing. You don't always have to take charge of every single situation. You know, if you see someone that is just as capable and really wants to take the lead, let them take the lead. You do not always have to be the boss in every single situation. The best way you can lead is knowing when to step in and when not to step in. And I just think that's very true sometimes, because people do insert themselves where they are not needed. And, you know, you have to feel it out, because, you know, you might not be needed in that situation necessarily to lead. So just make sure you take a step back, you know, let someone else step in before you just always volunteer yourself. Tip number 4 is to always look polished, whether you're going out or not. When I say this, I'm not talking about, you know, wearing a dress and high heels all the time. What I'm talking about is if you're going to an interview and, you know, you're going to class, you're going to parties, you should always look somewhat put together. And, you know, people notice if you're only wearing dresses when you're going to the club and then you wear sweats for the rest of the time, you're not really utilizing that feminine energy that you have. And you can look polished without really trying that hard. So just make sure that you're always, you know, taking your time with your outfits and taking your time with how you look, because if you do want to exude that energy all the time, you have to make sure that you know, you're trying all the time. So when I go to class, you know, I might wear jeans, but I might wear a cute top with it, or, you know, I might do my hair and makeup and, you know, wear something more casual, but I'm still trying to look as feminine as I can. Tip number 5 is to ditch the unrealistic hair, the unrealistic nails, and the unrealistic eyelashes. So this was in my unpopular opinions video where I was talking briefly about the hair, lashes, and nails. But if you want to be more feminine, I'm not going to show my nails right now, but I do typically wear very short, typically white or pink nails. I like to keep my hair a natural color. I do change the length of my hair every now and then. I might wear my natural hair, wigs, braids, but I try to keep my hair natural tones, you know, blondes, brown, black, things of that sort. And my lashes, I try to keep them at a good length. As you can see, I don't know if you can see my lashes, but when you wear yellow hair, green hair, red hair, yes, you're wearing long hair. Yes, you know, it's, you know, girls wear that, whatever. It's not necessarily feminine. It's very bold. It's very eye-catching, yes, but it's not necessarily feminine. It doesn't, you know, it's as if you're trying too hard. Long nails, you know, that is a hygiene issue also, because most likely you will get things under your nails, and it's just not good. I personally just don't like long nails myself. And when I'm saying long, I'm saying like here, not here. Like there's a difference between the girls that wear it this long and this long. So when I'm saying long nails, that's what I mean. But yes, make sure that you're trying to look as effortless and as natural as possible in terms of your add-ons, I would say. Tip number 6 is to invest in your own scent. So a lot of people tell me, you know, I have a scent to me, a signature scent that I have. So I wear the Dolce & Gabbana light blue. Like that's my scent. Like that is my favorite scent. My mom, she used to wear that every time she went out, and I knew exactly what she was doing when she put that perfume on. I was like, oh, you're going out? Okay, you're going out? Okay, have fun, bye. So I did adopt that scent from my mother. However, I believe, you know, if you want to upgrade your femininity, I would say transition from a body mist and, you know, regular lotion to maybe perfume lotion and a perfume. So an example of that would be Bath and Body Works. I don't like their body mist, but I do like their body creams. So their body creams are very scented. I do not put it, you know, anywhere below my belly button, but on my arms and my chest, just so you can get that scent when you hug me. I believe that's a very good tip to do. And then to put perfume in the signature areas, just in case someone, you know, you're in close contact with, or you walk by, they can smell you and you have a scent. So it just helps with the, you know, it helps with the little, you know, the attention and all that without trying. Tip number 7 is to just show enough. Again, this goes with how you present yourself. So, you know, try to work with the features that you do have rather than showing everything. So with me, in my case, I'm more top heavy than bottom heavy. So what I try to do is to, you know, not completely show my chest, but I like to work with low V cuts and things that show my collarbone and just like the top part of my chest, you know, where my top ribs are. I like to work with that. When it comes to my lower body, I do have a little bit of a belly, so high-waisted jeans and just high-waisted pants in general have been a lifesaver, as well as wearing flares on the bottom. I've started wearing flare jeans, and that's helped me with, you know, my legs, because my legs are super long. So sometimes I tone it down, sometimes I, you know, bring it up. But when I wear skinny jeans, my legs look super long. So I try to wear the flare to kind of, you know, vanish that a little bit. So just make sure that you're complimenting your body. I'm not saying, you know, you need a perfect body, but you need to understand your body. So for me, I won't be wearing a revealing top and booty shorts because I feel like I have to pick one. So if I'm wearing something to a cookout and I want to wear shorts, I might wear a flowy long top or something like that. If I want to wear a dress but I want to, you know, play up here, I might do a low V dress but it's flowy at the bottom. So just make sure that you're still complimenting your body, but you're not over showing, because if you do want, you know, there to be some imagination, you know, not everyone needs to know everything. So all right, so hopefully I don't get any, you know, hate mail because of this. But tip number 8 is to not feed into the hyper feminist dogma. So when I say this, you know, there's feminists that I do agree with some, but that whole man hating, you know, they're the reason for, you know, this, that, and the third, like just that hatred towards men, I can't connect to personally. I'm dealing with enough stuff as a black woman as is. Me personally, I can't connect to, you know, black, you know, men putting, you know, men are the scum of the earth. Like I just can't connect with that. I believe that, you know, we're equals, you know, we're partners, but we both have different roles. That's just me personally. I'm not saying I'm less than, greater than. I'm saying we're equals, we have different roles, blah, blah, blah. And that's that. Just me personally. But definitely, like, I can't say, you know, women have to be in the house when, you know, I'm trying to be a nurse. I have my own hair business. You know, I have my own stuff going on. However, you know, to maintain that energy, you have to go about things a certain way. So that's just all I have to say. I'm not the one that's, you know, gonna burn my bra and say, you know, I hate men and all that stuff just because, you know, one, you know, when you're a triple D, you can't be doing all that stuff, because I kind of need a bra. And I don't hate men. I just don't. Sorry. it's awkward when I talk about it, but I hope you understood what I was saying. I'm not coming at the feminist movement. I'm just saying I don't agree with some of the more radical or the more hate-like beliefs that they have. The next tip is to accept help and accept compliments. One thing that I did struggle with when I was, you know, starting to finish my puberty stage was just accepting compliments. Like, I always took it like, oh, wait, me? Like, oh. Like, I don't know, I was just always weird with accepting compliments, but as I'm maturing, I'm realizing, you know, it's just so easy to say thank you. Like, if someone says, oh, I love your hair, thank you so much, you know, this is where I got it from. Like, just make sure that you're more accepting of things instead of like, why'd you say that? Are you just saying that because da-da-da-da-da? Like, there's no need. There's no need for the chicken neck action. There's really no need. And again, with accepting help, don't take it as a dig on you, but, you know, use it to your advantage. I feel like if, you know, if someone's offering you, you know, help, take it so you can just sit back and relax. That's the whole thing about feminine energy. If you use it to your advantage, you could be out here winning. You could be out here winning. You could be making people feel as if they're choosing to do something. Meanwhile, the whole time, you know, that Jedi mind trick stuff is real. And I believe using your feminine energy to do that is, you know, what makes it even better. So, you know, if someone holds the door for you, don't feel like it's a dig on you. You know, say thank you for holding the door, blah, blah, blah. It's just what you gotta do. You gotta make sure that you, again, like I said before, just take a step back. Don't always take the lead. You don't need to open the door all the time. You don't need to pull your chair back all the time. Just relax. Like, let someone else do it. Even if it's a woman, you know, if she wants to help you, accept help. So I think those two things are very important. Just, you know, being willing to accept help and take someone else's advice or compliment or anything of that sort. All right, so the next tip is to smile more. Again, this is something I need to work on, because when I first got to college, I want to say 70% of the people thought I was mean. 70% of the people thought I was like stuck up. Every person that I'm like friends with now, like, I've literally had people say, I thought you were gonna be, you know, a bitch, but when you open your mouth, you were so kind, you were so this, so funny. I'm like, why did you think that? Why would you think that? And I realized, you know, growing up in New York, you're not supposed to be smiling. You're not supposed to be smiling, you know, walking around like this. Like, that's not how it is. Like, I'm gonna just keep it real with you, especially being a young girl, traveling on the train, all that stuff I used to do. You're not smiling. There's nothing to smile about. But, you know, now that I'm older, I'm seeing, you know, I'm still stuck in that habit. So I do try to smile more. You know, my mom paid, she always tells me, you know, I paid all that money for them braces, you better show your teeth, blah, blah, blah. So I do try to smile more. It's more inviting, it's more warm, it's welcoming. And I would smile more. Even if you think your smile isn't beautiful, brush your teeth, girl. As long as those pearly whites are pearly white, you're good. No one cares if they're crooked. We all love a crooked smile. It's okay. Just make sure you put on some gloss or some lipstick or moisturize your lips or something and just smile. Be, you know, just embrace it. Embrace your smile. And people, I forgot if it was some science, I don't know if it's a fact or not, but when you smile, it's almost contagious. So, you know, you might make someone else smile, might make people happy, all that stuff. So just spread positivity through your smile. And yeah, that's basically what I have to say about smiles. The next tip is to not be clingy. Do not be clingy and give people their space. One thing that is bothersome, and I know this for relationships, is when the partner is just on you. Like, they're very insecure, they're always seeing where you are, blah, 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 blah. Even in friendships, like, some friends can be very clingy. So just make sure that you're, you know, leaving time for yourself, leaving time for that person, but still finding time to spend with each other. It's not attractive to always be up under someone, mainly because in their mind they're probably going like, why don't you have anything to do? Like, you're just waiting for me to come around. Like, it ruins the chase, it ruins the connection. So just try to make sure that you're making time for yourself, finding stuff to do, occupying your time, because hanging up under someone else is just not attractive in general. Like, forget the femininity thing, it's just not attractive in general. So, you know, please, that is a pro tip. Please take that into consideration, okay? Exercise and dedicate time to self-care. So one thing that you can do is, you know, wash your face, you know, take baths, I don't know, read a book, exercise, just different things to help your spirit and your body. That connection, those two things are very, very strong. I haven't been working out recently, I'm not gonna lie. However, when I was working out, I want to say, besides losing weight, just my energy, I was more energetic, I was more willing to move around, do things, I felt more confident. So I believe, you know, just taking a walk every day, or, you know, getting on the treadmill or doing yoga, things like that will help you boost that energy you have, and then will eventually boost the feminine energy within you. Definitely consider that. And, you know, dedicate one day a week for self-care. Whether it's, you know, watching movies, or, you know, painting your nails, getting your nails done, hair done, things like that, because that's really important with, again, connecting that energy, that self-care with your feminine energy. So I would just try to do those things at least once a week. The next tip is to understand your body and its functions. A lot of women I know struggle with odor and body odor, and I'm not going to go in depth, but hopefully you know what I'm talking about. Again, you need to understand how your body functions. Not everyone needs to be a doctor or an OGBYN, but you know, you can Google it, you can go on WebMD, you know, talk to your physician. Just make sure that you're keeping up with everything. Your underarms, down there, here. Just make sure that you're keeping up with your hygiene, your body, you're in tune with what your body likes, doesn't like, and just keep that into consideration, because you can be wearing all these pink beautiful dresses, all that stuff, and, you know, have your face done, all the stuff done, but if you don't know how to balance down there, it kind of kills everything else. So just make sure that you're, you know, again, make sure that you're taking care of yourself all over. So, you know, I didn't want to go too deep into it, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. And the last and best tip is to surround yourself with feminine positive energy. Recently, you know, I've been trying to do that. In the past, I've been around very masculine women. Like, my friends were very rough, at least in high school. They were just very, you know, talking like this, doing that, doing this, da 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 da. And, you know, having that energy around you, you will pick up on some of those traits. And that's not something you want to have if you're trying to boost your feminine side. You know, a lot of the women in my life, at least in my college, you know, they're very poised, very graceful, hard workers. They dedicate a lot of time to other things outside of their academics, you know, getting involved in their communities, things like that. And they're very boss ladies. They're very boss women. You know, shout out to my girls. If you're watching this, you know, I don't want to do a list, but you know who you are. Like, you know who you are, sis. Like, you know who you are. Surrounding yourself with women that take care of themselves, they take care of others, you know, they're very charming, elegant, beautiful, just all of those things. And they're that 24/7, not just, you know, from 7 to 9. Your energy will boost. My energy has boosted. I take care of myself even more. And again, I don't do it for the attention of men, because some people, you know, that's why they want to be more feminine. I just want to get in tune with that just because I want to, you know, just because it's something that I strive to, you know, get better in, like anything else, you know, with sports, music, academics. People just, if you have an interest in something, you do want to, you know, make it better. So my energy is something that I really wanted to work on as a maturing young woman, and hopefully, you know, I don't know who's watching this, if you're a young girl, you know, in high school, college, older, you know, there's no exact time to start, so you might as well just start now. And I will let you guys know, and hopefully you'll see throughout my videos how, you know, I've been carrying myself throughout this year, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you begin your feminine journey now. Yeah, it's, again, and the stereotype is that all women are gonna, you know, all feminine women wear pink, and all feminine women don't work and they work in the house. Like, again, this is a modified feminine energy video. Like, you want to work on your energy, not necessarily like what you do in life. Like, I'm not saying be a housewife, you know, obey your man, stuff like that, but this is a start to doing the new and improved ways to be more feminine. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Again, make sure that you like it so other ladies like you can watch as well. I don't know if you can see my outfit. I just have on a cute top right now. Let's see if you can see. This top I actually got from Rainbow, if you know Rainbow. I got it last year. But you know, this is, again, something very simple, not too revealing, but it still complements my body. If you want me to make more videos talking about ways to be more feminine, ways to carry yourself in a feminine way, etc., etc., please let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the tips that I gave you. I wasn't trying to come for, you know, anyone, anything. If you do not agree with some of them, that's okay. These are just things that me personally, I'm trying to boost and fix. So yeah, just let me know how you enjoyed this video in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys soon. Bye guys.